y'all. Hey, 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 hey. So I finished working out, trying to get back in shape. I got like one ab, maybe two. Well, they're trying to come back. That's why you gotta hike your shorts up like this, so you can look like you have more abs, like they're hiding somewhere. Does anybody have any questions on the workout? Let's do this. All right. Hey, does anybody have any questions on the workout I did today? It was actually really fun. I liked it a lot. That's the first time I did it like that. I just picked out some like compound movements so that I can get a little upper body and a little lower body, because I personally can't train my upper body like some people do. Some people like just have like a upper body day where they do biceps and triceps or all chest or all back. But when I do that, my muscles grow so fast. So my arms would be like so big if I did that. So I know people notice like, why you only train lower body or legs or glutes or whatever, but I can't train my upper body. I'll be like, this is what my upper body looks like without me training. Like my shoulders are big. I already have like biceps, like triceps, all this and that. I don't train. I haven't trained my upper body since 2017. So that's why I don't train upper body, for everybody who thinks it's crazy or thinks it's weird that, oh, she only trains booty. Well, I don't really have a choice. Can I do it with a medicine ball? Boo. Damn, I love the boss. Thank you. What do you want to do with a medicine ball? Yeah, well, you know, I was a professional bodybuilder, so the muscle still has not gone away. And it looks okay now, but if I keep training, then I'm just gonna get bigger. So, like, you have to understand, like, people are like, oh, train this, train that, because they don't really understand. But there is a point where you actually do reach your goal. Like, goals aren't like limitless. Like, oh, I'm never gonna reach my goal. No, I've reached my goal several times. Whatever goal I've set for myself, I've reached my goals several times. So it gets to a point where you have to maintain, and that's what I train to do, is maintain. So sometimes. That's why you don't see me training really heavy or anything like that anymore. Like I used to, I mean, my squat max is 405, but I don't train anywhere near that anymore because, like, I would just look crazy. So I like to keep it down low in the hundreds and rep it out because it feels good. I like it. Just feels better to me, and I don't have to worry about getting injured. I've already had enough of that. I never work out abs, but it's protein. What? What does that mean? Y'all be saying some crazy stuff I don't know. What is, I don't work out abs, but it's protein? What does that mean? How do you feel about dudes that take tests and shit? That's fine. I mean, bodybuilders, they do anyways. And some people take it because it, you know, some people have low testosterone, so that helps them maintain their sex drive and things like that. Things that men naturally have to maintain. And some people take it because, you know, that's their profession, or bodybuilders or whatever. So, you know, that's what they do. So I don't have anything against people. Like, I'm not one of those people who cares what other people do. I just don't give a fuck. My hips and thighs are perfect. Are you serious? I don't have hips. What is the best workout for the midsection? Diet. There is no workout for the midsection. So the thing about it is, how would you date a bodybuilder? No. I have, but I wouldn't. Again. What's the best workout section for your midsection? There isn't a best workout. So you have to understand, so your muscles all over your body. So you have your cutaneous layer, your subcutaneous layer, and you have the different layers, and then you have your fat layer, and then you have your muscle, and under that your bones and everything. So your skin's here, and then the fat's underneath the skin, and then you have your muscle. So you can see my muscles because there is less fat than the average person between my skin and my muscles. So same goes with your abs. If you have fat between the muscle, the actual abdominal muscle, and your skin, you're not going to see your abs at all because there's fat, there's a layer of fat between them. Working out does not work fat. You can't work fat. You have to diet to lose the fat. Then as you lose the fat, then you can see the abdominal muscles. Now while you're working out, that's going to work the muscle. So yeah, you might build some more muscle down there or make them stronger or make them firmer or whatever, but as long as that fat's on top of the muscle, you're not going to see the abs. So working out is not how you get rid of fat. You have to diet. You have to be in a caloric deficit in order to get rid of your fat. That's the only way to get rid of fat, is to be in a caloric deficit. So what you should do is take and figure out what your daily maintenance level is. So say I need 2,000 calories a day just to stay the same. If I continue to eat 2,000 calories every single day, I'm going to stay exactly the same weight, 175 pounds. I won't gain a pound, I won't lose a pound. I'm going to stay the same exact weight. So if I wanted to lose weight, I would subtract 500 calories from it a day. So I would start eating 1,500 calories a day, every day. So I will lose automatically 1 to 2 pounds a week because there's 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. So if I am in a deficit of 500 calories a day times 7 days a week, that's 3,500 calories. That's 1 to 2 pounds of fat per week, pure fat, not water weight, not anything like that. So you might lose a little more weight on the scale. You might say 5 pounds down. It's because you lost some water weight and all that stuff. But pure fat, you're gonna lose 1 to 2 pounds of pure fat. So you can lose a good 8 to 10 pounds a month of pure fat if you do it right. So some people more because some people's bodies respond better. My body responds really quick to change. So if I change my diet or I cut this out or cut that out, my body responds to it pretty fast. But not everybody's the same. But in general, even people with maybe the worst genetics, you can lose weight. You just have to be conscious about it. It's not something that you can do passively. You can't be oh, well, I didn't eat a burger today, so I should be good. No, you have to actually make an effort to do it. And you have to actually count your calories if you're not aware of those things. I just haven't been doing it for a while, so I'm aware of when my body is doing some weird stuff. And I'm okay, I need to lay off this or lay off that. And then sodium is the other thing. Cut down your sodium, because sodium, what was wrong with my body the last few weeks or whatever is I was just bloated. So I might have looked fat or whatever in some of my videos, but it wasn't fat. It was literally bloating. And what the problem was, I cut out alcohol. I had been during this pandemic and stuff, I got bored and I started drinking champagne every night. Literally, I'm just turning up and having fun and shit, chilling by myself because I don't have anything else to do. But my stomach was completely distended. It was just out here and it just looked like I was getting fat. And I was what the fuck is wrong with me? And I realized my body, like everything else, my body responds really well to diet or change in diet. It responds really well to exercise, but it also responded very badly to alcohol. And because I never drank before I was 30, I was never a drinker. I didn't really realize that my body didn't like it. And so I do notice that my body is very, very sensitive to alcohol. And literally 2 sips in, my stomach would just start poking out like this. And I was what the fuck? And I could not figure out what was wrong with me. And I tried to cut other things out, trying to avoid cutting out the alcohol because I liked it. But that wasn't the problem. And as soon as I cut out the alcohol, my stomach went flat again. So alcohol has a lot of sugar. It's got a lot of ingredients in it that does make the body bloat, and it does make the body hold water, and it does, there's a lot of things that it has in it. So it's unfortunate because it's enjoyable, but it's not something that I can do because my body responds very shitty to it. Now, if I wasn't a fitness professional or something like that, then I wouldn't care, and I would just be drinking and having fun, and I wouldn't give a damn. But I can't look like that, unfortunately. Yeah, I have a very fast metabolism. So my doctor says I'm hypermetabolic, so I know my metabolism is crazy. So that's why as soon as I stopped drinking, my body went right back to normal. You know what I'm saying? It was it responded really quickly, but the alcohol was just completely, alcohol and metabolism, they have nothing to do with each other. Like if your body's sensitive to it or whatever, just like milk and lactose and stuff. Lactose is a natural inflammatory. So even people who are not lactose intolerant still bloat or have problems with milk. It's just something that happens. What about not necessarily a bodybuilder, a fit guy with good genetics? Why would I not date a fit guy? That doesn't make sense. That's just a weird question. That's like a weird common sense thing. Abs are made in the kitchen. Exactly. Best glute workout if you could pick one. There is not one glute workout that I would pick because the glutes are 3 muscles. So you can't just, doing squats. Yeah, that's only going to work the gluteus maximus and stuff like that. That's not going to work your gluteus medius or your minimus. You know what I'm saying? You have to work it at different angles. So to work the gluteus medius, you have to do lateral movements. Anything going out here to the side or like this or anything like that or this way is going to work the gluteus medius. So there's not one glute exercise that's the best or anything like that because you have to do so many to hit all of those muscles. So I can't call that one. Tighten your stomach and body mass diet. I already explained that. Diet is how you tighten your stomach. There is no exercise that's going to tighten fat anywhere on your body. Are there no best workouts? Boys, discipline. Yeah, there's not a best workout. It's because your muscles there's so many, you have so many, like the shoulder has 3 heads, you know what I'm saying? There's 3 insertion points in the shoulder. So you could do this all day, but you're only going to work the medial delt. You're not going to work the anterior delt or the posterior delt. So in order to work the back, you're going to have to do these. Or front, do these. Like there's so much that you have to do in front raises, and there's different angles and different positions that you can put your hands to work. So there's not just one because muscles are complicated. They have different. There's so much to it. What's the workout you had doing? I think you meant hate doing. Hate doing. Workout I hate doing. Maybe is that what you were trying to say? Hate doing. I don't like squatting heavy. It's kind of like, it's just a little like scary having all that weight, especially the day I squat like 405. That was scary as shit. Like I had all this weight on my back and you're walking out the rack and you're shaking, you're like this and you go down and you're like, and you're like worried about if you're going to be able to get back up or if you're going to dump in the rack and shit like that. Like that shit's scary. Like I don't like squatting heavy at all. It's not enjoyable. I love deadlifts. Deadlifts are my favorite workout, but I don't train chest at all. So probably any chest workout I probably wouldn't like. What are your waistbands from? My dentist, for some reason, sells them. It's not from like a website. Am I a Gemini? No, I'm a Pisces. Which we have similar traits to Gemini, so I can see why you said that. What is a good way to achieve losing body mass and building muscle? Diet. Did I just have? So like, yeah, so you the problem is you can't build mass and lose body fat like at the same time because I never noticed there's a light under there. What the fuck? Hey. What this? There's these weird lights in my house. I never noticed. So yeah, you can't build muscle and lose body fat at the same time because they're opposite processes. To put on muscle, you need to be in a caloric surplus, which means you need to consume more calories, which means you're going to gain weight. That's unavoidable. So while you're bulking and stuff, that's why you have to do it right and don't waste your time like eating real bad or you know what I'm saying? Because you can put on some extra fat in the process. You're going to put on fat while you're bulking and putting on muscle. But if you bulk clean, you can minimize that whole situation. And then when you go, so you build the muscle, put on all the desired muscle that you want. So say like you want to build like 10 pounds of pure muscle or whatever you want to do. And then you decide, okay, this is enough muscle, I got what I want, so now I need to cut. So when you cut, you change your diet, you go back into the caloric surplus, to a caloric deficit, and then you cut. You're going to drop the fat, but the muscle that you built is going to still be there. Because you're still going to be working out, you're still going to be maintaining the muscle, you're just not building new muscle in the process. So that's how that works. So that's why I tell women always like, oh, I want to make my waist smaller and my booty bigger, but you can't do those two things at the same time. It's unfortunate, but that's why like you'll see me, if you look at some of my videos, you see how my weight fluctuates. Sometimes I look bigger and it's like, oh, why is her stomach poking out, or why does she look like this and stuff, but there's a reason for it. And then there's sometimes I'm leaner, but you see my legs and stuff are still there. The definition of my legs and the size of my legs are still there. It's just I'm not, then I done leaned out here, and you can see like the cuts and all that other stuff like that. So there's a process. It's definitely a process. It's just it's not something like people who don't work out consistently and stuff like that. They never ever really get to their goal because they don't understand like it's really a fucking process. And working out and training and all that stuff, it's a lifestyle. It's not something you can do like, okay, this month I'm gonna go work out, I'm gonna put on this much muscle, and I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna cut it up, and I'm good, and you'll be done in like 2 months. That's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to maintain it, and you have to keep doing it. And if it's not part of your lifestyle, it makes it a whole lot harder, and makes it like really frustrating and stuff, because you're gonna cheat on your diet, you're gonna do all these things like that. And it's just not going to be a fun process for you. Most people never get to their goal because they're really not into it anyways. It's something that you have to be consistent about. I see you turned that Eagles game off too. No, I didn't watch it at all. Northgate. What is your goal for 2021? Not to get sick and die. That's my only goal. How you make a flat but fat? Lift weights and eat. Then people say that usually end up not gaining. I'm sorry, I'm not following. What new makeup? What are we talking about? There's no new makeup. It's just lip gloss. There's terrible lighting in here. Thank you. Y'all have any questions though about the workout or anything else before I go? Cook. Thigh workouts for slim guys. The same workouts that I do all the time. Oh no, I'm not really trying to take it out. I'm just playing with it. Same workouts I do all the time. Squatting, lunging. There's only so many workouts in the whole penguin. You spelled penguin wrong. Why am I single? I'm not single. Best movie to watch for 2021. I don't know. I don't watch TV, so I don't know. I haven't seen any previews or anything like that. I'm not following. My favorite food is suya. I love African food. Pet peeves: liars, arrogance, bad breath. Oh my God, I hate bad breath. People who make assumptions. I hate that. Like, ask me, don't assume something. Like, that shit's so annoying. Thank you. Have I been to Jamaica? Yes. Have I been once or twice? Jamaica. Yeah, I went. No, I went to Dubai twice. I went to Jamaica once. My thoughts on creatine? I don't have any opinion on creatine. I personally don't take supplements, so I wouldn't know. Epo lady, yeah. So yeah, I don't take supplements, so I don't have a personal opinion about creatine. I know that a lot of guys like to take it and stuff. I know that it's also in some other products like BCAAs and stuff like that. Some products do have it in it, so I would not overtake it. I would definitely look at my ingredients on my products and make sure it's not already in it before you just like taking it by itself. But I don't have a personal opinion about them. Even like protein powder, I don't even take protein powder like and stuff like that. I don't take any of that stuff because I eat it. I eat meat every day, so I get enough protein. Trust me. I eat eggs, I eat meat, I eat all that stuff like that. So my protein intake is very high. My protein intake is way higher than my fats or my carbs, honestly. So I eat a lot of protein. Alkaline water or coconut? I hate coconut water. I'll take alkaline over that. When your eating gets off track, what motivates you to get in order? So I purposely don't diet so that I can't get on track. I can't get off track. I just I know how to eat within the boundaries of what I like. I've found a way to eat what I like and still maintain my weight. I don't diet. I don't limit myself from anything. I don't tell myself a date with you. Is that a full sentence? You have to ask a full sentence because I don't know what that means. A date with you. I don't know what that means. I'm not Jamaican. But yeah, I don't diet. I purposely don't diet because okay, this is what I found. Like people who go on these diets, especially like these crash diets, like oh I'm gonna drink slushies for a whole week or water diet for a whole week and not eat food or like all these crazy diets and stuff like that. The problem with it is so you go and you do that and you're eating all clean or eating whatever way or only broccoli for a week or some dumb shit like that, which is gonna make you fart because broccoli is gassy. That's one vegetable that is not a good vegetable to eat if you're trying not to bloat because broccoli will make you gassy. But she eat kale or asparagus or because asparagus is a natural diuretic as well, so it'll help you pee out all those imperfections and toxins and all stuff like that. But yeah, what's wrong with diets? The reason why I don't diet is because so say I go and I only eat butter for a week straight and I lose 15 pounds. Well, when you go back to eating regular, you're going to gain it all back and probably gain it back faster and probably gain some extra stuff because you're probably going to binge. So for me, I eat what I want and I eat it within the parameters of like how my body functions and my body responds to it. I just watch my body. I'm not going to deprive myself of a food I like and stuff like that. But I've never had really bad habits in the first place either. Like I really, really, really am not lying when I say I like meat. Like I eat a lot of meat. I eat meat with a side of meat. Like sometimes I won't even eat the damn sides because I just like meat. So my body's not really bothered by my diet. But I definitely don't eat, I don't drink like milk or anything like that. Every once in a while I'll have cheese, but it's not like I'm depriving myself of it. It's just that it's not a part of my regular diet. You know, I don't really eat sweets because I don't like them. I'm just lucky, I guess, that I never really liked sweets like that. They're just things that are not part of my diet. Like I don't eat ice cream. I don't like ice cream. Maybe I'm weird, but there's just certain things that like people like really get excited about that I just don't. I don't get excited about certain things. I like salty food, which is weird. Like some chips or something like that. That might be something like I might have. But I can't eat a whole bunch of them. Like I'll have me like a handful of them and then I'm satisfied. I don't know. Like I'm just weird like that. Like I don't stop myself from doing anything, but I don't overindulge in anything either. And I don't try to fill myself up to where I feel so full. I'm like, oh. I don't do that either. It's just not, I don't know, it's a habit of mine. What about cheesecake? I don't like cheesecake. I don't like ice cream. I don't like cheesecake. I don't like any of those things. Bread, nope. Don't really eat bread. Don't really like it. Maybe like, no, I don't really eat bread. I think I've had a loaf of bread in my pantry and never opened it and probably need to throw it out. Like I don't eat bread. I don't really have a new goal necessarily. I just want to look decent, you know, Brussels sprouts. Yeah, when they're roasted or whatever they make them, they're good like that. Macros. So macros are your fats. They had no clue what to eat with that guidance. Macros are your fats, carbs, and protein. So of course you need a certain amount to maintain your weight or size or whatever per day. Best way to explain. So you're gonna need a food scale. I know you have to tell me how it was broken down to you. Like this, so they told you have like 200 grams of this or whatever, blah blah. So you need to look at your packaging, your nutritional guide on your food, or get MyFitnessPal. And MyFitnessPal is probably the easiest way to do it. So when you eat your food, track it, put it inside MyFitnessPal, and it's gonna tell you how many calories were in that certain meal. So if you're supposed to have, I'm just making up numbers, but 400 grams of, nope, let's go. So say you're supposed to have 150 grams of protein a day or whatever. That's how much you're supposed to have a day, right? And your first meal has like 30 grams in it. So you track that and write down 30. So now you know you only have 120 grams left for the day. And then whatever your next meal has 40 grams, so you track that. So you only have like whatever, 80 grams left for the day or whatever. So that's how you track your macros and how much you've eaten throughout the day. So you just need to know. That's why we tell people when you're trying to go on a diet, you can't eat out and all that stuff, because you don't know what they're putting. You don't know how much oil in it, which is going to count towards your fat content or fat calories for the day. You don't know how much salt they put in. You don't know all these things about the food. So it makes it a whole lot harder to track. Now, the good thing about MyFitnessPal is that they do have a lot of restaurant food in the app already. So you can type in blah, 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 salad from Cheesecake Factory, and they'll tell you how many calories are in it. And then you can take from that, like, okay, in this meal I had 50 grams of protein, I had 30 grams of carbs, and I had, you know, this many grams of fats or whatever. And so you can track it. And so by the end of the day, you should be at whatever your calorie count is for this. So say you're supposed to have 1,500 calories every single day. By the time you get to the end of the day, you should be close to that if you're tracking your macros. But you can't do it like in your head unless you know your body. I just know my body really well, so I know. I've been doing it for so long that I just know, like, okay, I can just tell by the way my body feels, honestly. Like, oh, I'm too full, or I need to back off this. And I pretty much eat like the same things, like, you know, throughout the week and stuff. But you have to track it, especially if you're like new to it. So you need to write down, download MyFitnessPal and write down, and input your information. And it'll spit out the calculation for you and let you know, like, if you're over your macros or under your macros. You don't want to be under your macros either, especially if you're trying to put on muscle. So say you're supposed to eat 1,500 calories a day, but you're only consuming 1,200 calories a day. Then you're going to be like, well, why am I losing weight, or why am I not putting on the muscle that I want to put on? Well, that's because you're not eating enough. You know what I'm saying? So under eating is just as bad as overeating as well, if you have a specific goal. Me personally, my only goal right now, and I haven't had goals in years now, really, not specific goals. I just work out because I really love working out and it feels good to me. But I don't have like particular goals. But right now, because I'm just curious, because I was trying to figure out if me drinking alcohol was, I thought that for a second there, I thought like maybe my metabolism was slowing down just because I'm older, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I'm getting older, maybe my body's changing and maybe it's not responding to training like it used to. So that's what I thought was going on. But then as soon as I stopped drinking champagne, I realized that's not the case. I'm just fat ass because I was drinking too much. So I was just enjoying my best life, okay? Oh, fuck that. But I stopped, so now I don't drink anymore. And now that I stopped drinking, I got, abs again. So that was literally easy. So my body is fine. I'm not getting old. My body responds fine. I'm just a dumbass who is enjoying herself too much. Hey! So, yeah. So right now my goal is really just to lean out a little bit more. Try to maybe get an ab or two. I would like 4 abs. I would like 4 abs. I'll take 4. Yeah, I'll take 4 abs. Best ab workout. We already went over this. There is no best ab workout. You have to diet. Please don't talk about my breast. Would you like to go on a real date? I have a boyfriend. I would like to go on a date with him. He's very nice. From the Dominican Republic. Oh, cool. I went to the Dominican Republic with my girlfriend, Cece. We had fun. We were in there dancing. We went to Punta Cana. I don't know where Cece is. She was down here a little while ago. Anyhow, so if y'all have any more questions, let me know. Kind of found issues. Depends on what I'm doing, I guess. My makeup bag is literally this big. Like I have this. Everybody makes fun of me when I go to photo shoots because my makeup bag is this big. So I don't have a lot of makeup at all. I don't have a lot of makeup. I got eyeliner. I don't wear mascara. I know when I do wear makeup, I wear MAC. But hey, what happened to the words? Oh, somebody wrote a bunch of dots. Don't do that. I hate when people do that. Put all those dots on the screen. That's annoying. To the bear? What bear? What bear? I didn't have a bear. I had a penguin. My hair? Amazon. If you DM me, I can tell you exactly which wig it is. Because I can go back and look at my order history. But I don't know what brand it is though. I don't keep up with stuff like that. But it's on my computer or on my phone. But yeah, no, this is like the best wig I've ever gotten from Amazon. It was actually nice and full. And when I curl it, it holds curls so fucking well. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, my hamstring about to get a cramp. But no, I wear NC50 for MAC when I do wear foundation. But, let me see. So, if I had any on earlier, I'd probably switch shit up. My skin is real weird. It's like buttery. Especially in the wintertime. I moisturize it a lot. So I be looking shiny all the time. But my skin will get real dry if I don't. Okay, it's time to cook. So I gotta go. I was waiting for my meat to unthaw. Unthaw the meat, unthaw the meat. Okay, anywho, I gotta go, y'all. Love you guys.